One of the best things that a software can do for an artist is allow them to customize their interface. Everyone works differently and everyone wants to have things customized to the way that they like. So let's go ahead and show you how you can do this inside of Clarisse. So there are a bunch of preset layouts that you can use. So we have our animation workshop, our shading workshop, the standard, which is the render workshop. And then you also have the scripting workshop for your scripting needs. And then particle paint for painting particle attributes and particles. And just actually kind of generally using any of the tools over here. You see you have all of your options showing up there. And then also you have your TD workshop. So you have all those options and then you can set your own. So let's go ahead and set up the way that I would like to work because I haven't actually done this yet for Clarisse. So let's go ahead. I'm going to click this to split our window, and then I'm going to create a material editor because I want to be able to access my materials easily while still seeing them in my scene. And then I'm also going to bring up a image view right here because I want to be able to see my past renders and then also see my current render and kind of compare the two. I'll go over that more in a future video, but for now that's a brief description of why. And then down here I'm going to create a, let's see, where's it at? A image history, if I can find it. There we go, image history. So in Clarisse 5 you can come up to your preferences and come down to image history, and you can set this to manual so that when you want to save an image to your image history, it will, you'll have to click the little save icon right here to take a snapshot of it, and it'll save to your image history. That way it doesn't just automatically fill this up, and you can make changes and then view them inside of your image view and see what you've changed and how it's working for you, whether it's working, whether it's not working. So that's something that I found that I've liked. So let's also bring in our render. Let's see, where is that? Our render manager, because we're going to need that for rendering out our final images. And one last thing that I may be needing would be the property editor, and that should be good for what I like to work with. So this would be my kind of default layout. This is kind of how I work most of the time. Is I have my 3D view up here and then my material editor over here, and I work on materials while still seeing my changes inside of my 3D view. Don't have to work back and forth between the two. Can just see them as I go. Super convenient. I definitely recommend setting up a workspace like this. Let's go ahead and we'll go up to our presets. And let's go ahead and store this one. And we'll call this my default. And let's check that make default. And I'll click OK. And with our presets here, we can, let's just click a different one, and then we can go back to our default, and you can see that it is changed. Now, if we want to change our default setting back to our render workshop here, we can go to manage, and then we can just check that render workshop, and we'll click apply. And now the next time that we open up Clarisse, it will automatically open up that layout. But like I said, I don't want to do that. That's why I just created my own workspace here. So go ahead and set up your workspace to whatever way that you like to work. Not too difficult to do inside of Clarisse, but something that's absolutely essential for pretty much everyone that works inside of any program. So hopefully this helped you out. I do have a bunch of other videos inside of Clarisse, a bunch of getting started tutorials that run you through your very first time in the program all the way through setting up a project and rendering it out. And then I've got some other stuff with Houdini and integrating that inside of Clarisse. If it's not out currently, it's going to be coming out in the future. So make sure that you guys take a look at that. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can do between linking Houdini and Clarisse and using stuff from Houdini inside of Clarisse other than just models. So hopefully this helps you out, and you guys are looking forward to some of that other stuff that I got coming out, make sure you check out the other videos on my channel. I do cover stuff in Houdini as well, if you're a Houdini user, so feel free to check that out. As well as some Cinema 4D and Redshift tutorials as well. If you are interested in any of that, you can check that out as well. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.